Welcome back, Flare community. As always, it's an absolute pleasure to be streaming for you guys today. So many great people in the house. We got Doc Bob D coming in first. We got Freddie in the house. Anna, nice of you to join us today. Who else do we got? Scarbo, as always. We've got Joel in the house, Julian, Moonchicken the legend, Luke, Kieran, my man Andrew coming in straight away with the $4.99 US. Thank you very much, man. Very early indeed. The stream's not even started yet. Got Raphael in here, Jay Sober, Tyler, Shytown, Channing, and yeah, great to have you here. I hope you're having a great week so far. And today we're just going to go over some news. I really want to go over this infographic, which was provided by Jacko from the Flare Finance Discord. He's actually a moderator there. 124 Hansaraj, thank you so much for the 20 rupees, I believe that it is. Very much appreciated. Moon Chicken, thank you so much. The 100 bomb. Let me get my animation ready. Thanks a lot, man. Very much appreciated. I love seeing that one. I love seeing it. Thank you guys for the donations. I really do appreciate that. So let's get started. So as you can see here in this tweet, the dominoes are falling, and you know, this is something we have expected. You know, right out of the gates, the Songbird token was announced support for by just Bitrue only, and as the days go on, we can expect much more exchanges to actually announce support. So anyone that was a trader of altcoin trader who held their XRP on that particular exchange, I believe it's a South African exchange. Yeah, so if you held XRP on this exchange, you will actually receive your Songbird tokens as well. And very recently, in fact, just in the past couple of minutes, 20 minutes ago, we had another exchange announcing support, and this is Exmo Exchange. And, you know, as these other exchanges announce support, the bigger exchanges, they're definitely aware of Songbird, and they're going to feel pressured to almost live up to the expectation what these smaller exchanges are actually providing this particular service to their customers. So I'm definitely seeing a lot of people drumming up attention on Twitter, and that's really great. We definitely have their attention. So if your exchange hasn't announced support yet, then please don't worry. It's still early days, and just like the Spark token snapshot, I imagine many exchanges will come forward towards the end as it draws closer. So another question that I actually get really asked quite a lot about is the Exodus wallet, and if people that were holding their assets in an Exodus wallet could actually receive their Spark tokens and their Songbird tokens, and the answer is yes. So the way that Exodus do it is, it's your wallet, okay, and you're able to export your private keys. So it's a self-custody sort of situation, and if you own the keys to the wallet, then you can get access to your funds. And I'm actually just going to leave this here for those who may have an Exodus wallet and want to check that out. Big Ted in the house. Hello, Flare community and friends. Thank you so much, Big Ted the Megalodon. Very much appreciated. Always keeping it classy with that 589. Thank you so much, man. So yeah, that's basically the Songbird news for today. And I really wanted to get into the meat of this live stream, which is this infographic here. As you can see, it was created by Jacko712, who's a moderator for the Flare Finance Discord. And he very welcomely, very generously made this infographic public so we can use it in the stream today. So let's talk about FlareX. Now, FlareX is the decentralized exchange which Flare Finance have built. Now, something important to realize is that FlareX, they're going to have an instance on the Flare network, but they're also going to have an instance on the Songbird network as well. Okay, and this is the heart of it. It's the decentralized exchange, meaning an exchange where you can trade cryptocurrencies and digital assets with other people, like a centralized exchange. But the difference being a decentralized exchange is that you don't have to deposit your assets into an exchange's wallet, a centralized exchange wallet. Because this is decentralized, you can do this from your very own wallet and retain ownership of your assets. And that's one of the biggest, that's probably the biggest incentive to use a decentralized exchange, because you're not at the whim of the centralized exchange. Because theoretically, they could maybe get closed down, they could withdraw your funds. Jacko, thank you very much. Do you know what channels that's in? Because I may actually quickly switch over to that. And yeah, thanks very much, Jacko, for providing this infographic. So yeah, let's start over here with the gateway. So the gateway is basically FlareWrap, and FlareWrap is basically a way to bring assets from an external exchange, an external network, such as well, any of these that you can see here, Cardano or Celsius, or not the F assets, because they're already going to be integrated via the F asset systems, but all of these other assets you can see here, Zinfin, Celsius, Shiba Inu, all the wrapped assets that we know. So that's how you get it onto the Flare network, via FlareWrap. Visual. Okay, guys, just bear with me a second while I get up a higher resolution image for this. Apologies, my computer is running very slow these days. But on the bright side, I do have another one arriving soon. I'm very much looking forward to that. Okay. Visual aids. Okay, we're just going to go back to the old one. Here we go. Jacko's messaged me here. Man, Jacko is fast. Thank you very much, Jacko. So here we have a high resolution image. And yeah, where was we? So we have the decentralized exchange. And basically, for those who want to earn using the decentralized exchange, you can provide liquidity with what's called a liquidity pool, meaning you can pair your assets together. So it's a two-sided liquidity pool. So you have the F assets and the wrapped assets on the top, and they can be paired by the looks of it just by Y US dollars right now, which is the wrapped stablecoin from wraps. Like, so say Tether, for example, you can bring that onto the Flare network as Y US dollars, and you can pair that with these various assets. Now, when you input these assets into the liquidity pool, basically you're doing so at a 50-50 ratio. So if you want to provide liquidity, say for Litecoin and the US dollars liquidity pool, you'll have to provide equal amounts. So for example, $1,000 of FLTC and $1,000 worth of YUSD. And you can suffer something called impermanence loss, which I'm actually going to do a specific video about to really expand on it. But this is basically, if I was to put it in a very simple terms, when you join this 50-50 pool and you put in equal amounts, the prices of a given asset may fluctuate, and that ratio is not going to be maintained at a 50-50%. Say for example, the FLTC was to increase in value and say double, you would have £2,000 worth of FLTC and just $1,000 worth of FUSD. So I'm going to expand on that in a future video. And when you actually create these liquidity pools, they actually go into a smart contract and a non-custodial smart contract at that. So it means that this is basically stored on the blockchain and no one has authority to do anything. It's decentralized in nature. So we also have in here, we have these assets which are the primary and secondary governance assets for the Flare Finance, and that's YFIN and YFLR. Now, these two assets, these governance assets, will also exist on Songbird, but they're actually going to be called SFIN and SFLR. So something else that I'd like to just reiterate is that the Songbird network and the Flare network are two separate entities, and you're going to see similarities, but it's going to be slightly different in the sense that, you have the Flare time series oracle for the Flare network, and for the Songbird network, you might have the Songbird time series oracle. And on the Flare network, you might have F assets, whereas in the Songbird network, you might have S assets. So they're going to run in parallel, but they are going to be very separate in that sense. Now, something that I would be very intrigued to hear about from Flare Finance is if they're actually planning to almost link up these assets via the Flare wrap, where you may be able to potentially wrap assets from one network, such as the Flare network, over to the Songbird network, or vice versa. So that's going to be something to look out for. And yeah, I guess we'll just wait and see on that. Over here we have, yes, the all of these F assets, or the FLR20 assets, can be used with the various applications used on Flare Finance. And this FLR20, it basically is, well, on Ethereum you may have heard about ERC20 tokens, and that's just basically a standard. So ERC for like Ethereum and FLR20 for Flare network, just to elaborate on that a little bit. So I really do appreciate Jacko for sharing this, and in fact I do want to actually just head over to the Flare community Discord server, and we have this channel here called Visual Aids, and we put out some well, the majority of infographics which you guys may find useful. It's definitely worth checking out from all types of content creators and all different sources. And if you are just sort of have that visual learning sort of aspect, then definitely check this out. And something else that I would like to actually mention is that over in this actual Discord server here, the Flare community Discord server, we're actually going to be doing something on Monday. It's going to be very interesting. We have two local legends who are in the chat right now. We have Scarbo and Anna, and we're sort of just going to open up the Discord channel to the voice chat. So sort of strike up maybe a little bit of a dialogue with people who would like to just get some answers directly. And we're going to try and make this a regular thing. And it's going to be somewhere where like the full family and the full community can really get to know each other on more of a one-to-one basis. So that should be very interesting. Now we're going to start that on Monday, so look forward to that. And yeah, so moving on, we do have some news from the XRP side of things. We had this big rise today from 63, and it broke out all the way up to 75 cents. And I imagine many of the people watching here are actually XRP fans, so we're just going to do a quick run through of some of the news, what may have caused this spike. And I believe that it could well be this. So Ripple recently announced their latest ODL corridor, and that's from Japan, and it's to do with SBI Holdings, who are starting to use ODL. So this is really big news, and I just wanted to reiterate that the world is much bigger than the US. Obviously we have this lawsuit which is happening, and I think it's 95% of Ripple's business is actually outside of the US. So that's just something to consider, And in addition to that, actually, we had the deposition of Hindman, who, and that was yesterday, I believe. So maybe the price increase could have been something to do with that as well. And then we also have this news earlier today that GateHub have announced a new interface for the XRP ledger. So if you're familiar with Sologenic, it's basically an interface, meaning like some sort of visual way that you can access the features of the XRP ledger's decentralized exchange. And this is really powerful, and I think we're going to see a rise of these decentralized exchanges, and maybe the centralized exchanges, maybe they will be more for maybe new people coming into the space, because decentralization is, at the end of the day, what this whole thing is about, being the custodian of your own assets. And yeah, I thought that was just interesting to mention. Now, that pretty much wraps up the stream, but before we go, I've given out 20 of these already. The Flare Community Appreciation NFT. There's Moon Chicken. And yeah, with a collaboration with Cha who made this amazing artwork on the back. And we can see the previous NFTs. We've got the 30,000 subscribers, the 20,000 subscriber, the NFT Riddler, and maybe something else a little bit there. And obviously the OG Moon Chicken NFT. So someone in the stream actually is going to win it today, and that someone is who could it be? It's Doc Bob D. He was first today, beating JK to the mark. And yeah, Doc Bob D's been very active in both the Discord, and he's always here in the stream, making sure everyone's welcome. So I'm going to give you a NFT, my friend. So if you could drop me a message in the Discord. In fact, I'll drop you a message in the Discord, and I'll get hold of your Ethereum address, and then we'll get that sorted. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much wrapping up the stream, and I appreciate you all for coming today. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. Tomorrow, what do I have in store for you? I'm working on another infographic myself, to do with airdrops, so maybe I can do a video on that tomorrow if I get it finished in time. So that's it, guys. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, I'm out.
Mission Control, we have liftoff.